Hey there, Stuart here. Next up, I want to talk about finding problems. In other words, more specifically, I want to talk about the process of finding that great idea that is going to lead your advice business along a path to finding that thing that's going to differentiate yourself, make you a bit more money, make things easier. And I think the best way to launch into this topic is kind of to state the opinion that I think ideas are massively overrated. Frankly, whatever idea you might have, the overwhelming odds that someone has already had it. And frankly, ideas on their own are really hard to turn into businesses for a whole bunch of reasons I talk about in detail in the book. The entrepreneur that has that blinding flash of inspiration and then suddenly births his or her big idea to the world in its final form, there it is, day one, it is as it's supposed to be. Look, the media love that story, but it's a rarity. And frankly, there are a lot more people who've lost their shirts trying to do it that way than have succeeded. Here's a much, much easier route. Look for problems. Stuff that your clients are struggling with already, frustrations they have, unmet needs that are not being addressed. These, frankly, are ready-made businesses just waiting to be launched, assuming, of course, that you've actually understand the real nature of the problem rather than just what you think the problem is, which is actually another conversation. So here's 4 ways that if you wanted to leave now and go and find some problems that just might be the thing to stir your creative juices. Here's 4 approaches. Number 1, you could kind of play the detective. And this involves you'd go out and look at your target clients, you'd look at their behavior, and then you try and find external research that is going to confirm and support your observation. If you can put metrics around the scale of the problems, either the ones that you generate yourself or find elsewhere, even better. Number 2, you could empathize. You could put yourself emotionally in your client's shoes. Now, personally, I find this approach really hard, and I'm not alone. Again, talking to target clients in a completely open way, solely with the intent to learn about their situation and what they need can help. You might even choose to go undercover. You go out and visit some other businesses like yours, or competitors, or slightly different, and be a client. Experience the other side of the fence for the change. Number 3, you can review your file notes. You can look at your client surveys, you can look at any other data sets, and there's every possibility that the problems you're looking for, i.e. the ones that are going to spur your next innovative leap forward, they're already lying there hidden in your own past experiences, but you haven't yet seen the trends. Or number 4, finally, you could introspect. You can start looking for ideas within yourself. Now, this is a valid approach up to a point, because if you're going to do it this way, you need to be aware that it's really important that you test the assumptions that underlie what your ideas are with absolutely destructive intent. Because here's the thing, if you can kill your idea, then there's a good chance it's going to stand absolutely no chance of surviving in its current form out there in the real world, or at least not until you've addressed those core things that are causing it to die at your hands. So that's a very quick overview and a small part of what I cover in the book about finding problems that are the ones that might end up being significant business opportunities. So you've got 2 options here. You can take this info on board, you can file it away under that's interesting, and you can do nothing with it. Or you could take action right now. You can go out and apply one of these methods over the next 3 months, see what you can find, talk to some clients, whatever your approach is. I really hope you take the second option, because frankly, the biggest difference between those who succeed and those who don't is just the fact that they take action, however small. So if you'd like to email me, let me know what you find. There's a way of sort of staying accountable. I'd love to hear from you, and I will happy to share with you my own observations on where I think the opportunity is. Okay, that's it from me. I will see you in the next video where we're going to talk about the key to making sure that you don't waste money chasing hopeless causes.